reputation for being extremely dangerous and poisonous despite not having claws, wings, or even legs. Their sole presence is imposing, reckless, and mysterious. Get ready to meet the 10 biggest snakes in the world. Number 10. Boa Constrictor. The strangler boa constrictor is a large and heavy species that belongs to the Boidae family. Its long body reaches a size of up to 13 feet long and weighs over 99 pounds. Its skin has the ability to camouflage according to its habitat and is distinguished from other boas by having an arrowhead. You can find the boa constrictor from northern parts of Mexico to South America in tropical forests, meadows, thorn bushes, forests, and semi-desert regions. Poison is not a part of its defense mechanism, and hunting is the constriction that is very effective in its natural environment, killing its prey by drowning them when they roll around. It is an animal threatened by how its species has been reduced over time, are captured for their meat and to have them as a pet, but mainly for their skin that is used for the manufacture of products such as shoes, wallets, among others. On the other hand, if you're fearless and looking for an eccentric pet that accompanies you for many years, this non-poisonous snake usually lives for 20 years. However, some specimens have been documented to live up to 40 years. Just make sure you have a spacious terrarium for its arrival. Number 9. Leucestis variegosa. Commonly known as the verrucous snake, it is terrestrial and mainly nocturnal. The main characteristic of the Leucestis genus is the shape of their scales, which are raised with the appearance of toadwarts. It is found in Central and South America, in the humid tropical forests, in the mountainous areas, and in the lowlands. It is one of the largest vipers in Latin America, reaching up to 13 feet in length. Due to their size and corpulence, they are of terrestrial habits, sometimes occupying burrows made by other animals, often mammals of medium size like armadillos. During the day, they remain in these burrows or curled up at the base of large trees, between the roots, or in depressions on the ground. In addition, it is one of the most poisonous species, although cases of bites of this species are rare. However, this is not the case in Costa Rica and Panama, where bites of this species have historically had a high mortality rate. Number 8. Black Mamba. It is the largest and most poisonous snake in Africa. The black mamba is a part of the Elapidae family. This specimen is about 16 feet long. However, they are thin and weigh about 33 pounds, and despite being thin, they are strong and fast. Of the most lethal, this snake has a very powerful poison, a neurotoxin that acts mainly by causing paralysis of the respiratory muscles of its prey. This species gets its name from the black color on the inside of its mouth, rather than its skin color, which is gray, green, or yellow. The color will depend on the natural environment in which they are. The black mamba is the fastest snake. It is able to move up to 20 kilometers per hour. However, it uses this speed to escape danger rather than capture its prey. A dose of only 0.02 or 0.03 pints of venom is a lethal amount for an adult human being. But the bite of the black mamba inoculates between 0.21 to 0.25 pints. No doubt, it's a question of life or death to avoid crossing paths with this deadly snake. Number 7. King Cobra. The king cobra is the largest poisonous snake in the world, reaching an incredible size of up to 18 feet long and weighing around 13 to 26 pounds or even a little more. This is an impressive species. It lives mainly in the jungles and fields of Asian countries, where it is respected and very feared. The coloration of its skin varies according to its geographical location, being yellow, brown, green, or black. The king cobra is also one of the few that is specialized in hunting and devouring other snakes. In times of scarcity, they often commit cannibalism. Feared for its lethal venom, the king cobra is capable of killing animals as big as an elephant. A person bitten by one of these cobras dies in just 30 minutes amongst atrocious pains, dizziness, and nausea. The poison kills by paralysis until a respiratory failure occurs. Despite being solitary, king cobra is a romantic lover and becomes social throughout the mating season with a female. This specimen has the longest fork-shaped tongue of each and every species of vipers. An unparalleled physical adaptation of the king cobra is its ability to jump, which can be a distance of 1/3 its body length. That is, almost 6 feet. You already know, always keep your distance from the agile king cobra. Number 6. Indian Python. The Indian python is native to the dense forests of India, Pakistan, Nepal, and Sri Lanka. This snake reaches up to 19 feet in length and is much heavier than the other species of pythons, since a 16-foot specimen can weigh about 198 pounds. It is the well-known snake recreated by the Spanish writer Kipling in The Jungle Book. The head of this snake is relatively small and its body massive. It is light greenish in color, with large, rectangular, irregular spots on the back. It is a great predator, feeds on mammals, birds, and reptiles. The large specimens eat animals of a considerable size such as wild boars and young deer, although they prefer smaller prey, preferably rodents the size of a rat. Depending on the size of the female, the laying is larger or smaller and can vary from 10 to 107 eggs, which the female incubates with her body wrapped around them. The offspring are about 1.6 feet long at birth. A fun fact is that because it is a tropical python, northern populations hibernate for a short period of time. Let no one dare wake up this python. Number 5. Burmese Python. The very powerful and muscular Burmese python measures 12 feet long on average, but it can be much larger, reaching up to 20 feet in length and weigh up to 180 pounds. It is native to Asia, but its populations remain very fragmented and has even disappeared in some countries. This species has been found trying to kill huge crocodiles to feed. They have no limits when it comes to their feeding. They have very sharp teeth, and they will be wrapped in the body of the prey to immobilize it until it dies asphyxiated. The constrictor is an animal with very developed hunting skills. Due to the pet trade, they have been introduced in South Florida, causing problems for the native fauna since the depredation of the Burmese pythons towards some species has diminished their numbers considerably. Despite being classified as a snake in a state of vulnerability, the consumption of blood wine from the Burmese python is a custom in certain Asian countries, which alludes to benefits against cardiovascular diseases, and since 2011 has been studied by scientists from the University of Colorado. Would you dare drink it? Number 4. African Rock Python. The African rock python is a large and aggressive snake that is not suitable as a pet. It reaches about 22 feet in length, although larger animals have been found. This makes this species the longest snake in Africa and one of the longest in the world. Its body is gray-green or brown-gray, with light brown spots, with black contours on the body. The side pattern is gray, brown, and black. They live in the tropical savanna and are carnivores, predators, and opportunists. They can consume almost any animal that they can kill by constriction, like crocodiles, pigs, goats, gazelles, among other mammals. They usually eat small animals, but if they have gone through a period of starvation, they can eat larger prey. The reproduction of this species occurs in spring, and the female can lay up to 100 eggs that they incubate for 2 to 3 months. The offspring at birth measure 17 to 23 inches. This species is highly prized for its skin and is even sold in auctions starting at $150 on eBay. A big black market is thriving in plain sight, shamelessly. Number 3. Amethyst Python. The amethyst python is the largest of all snakes in Australia. It is found in the humid tropical jungle of the northeast corner, but it descends in a southerly direction and lives in the driest forests, and even in some regions of the wooded savanna. It can reach up to 27 feet in length. Its body mass does not exceed that of an average boa, given that it is a snake that lives and rests on the heights and usually weighs up to 198 pounds. This constrictor feeds mainly on mammals and spends a lot of time in trees, although they also enjoy water. It has a brown and black marbled skin and owes its name to the reflections of the color of its skin. When the sun is at its highest point, part of its scales turn to the famous color of the amethyst diamond, turning from a sky blue to turquoise. Their scales have a beautiful shine, and no doubt they are the jewel of the pythons. Number 2. Green Anaconda. The queen of the Amazon, the green anaconda is ranked second in the world's largest snakes, measuring 29.5 feet in length. Its body is olive green and has striking black spots. The anaconda has a very muscular body. The females weigh up to 72 pounds. These specimens enjoy tropical forests and therefore grow in the Amazon River area in South America. They spend most of their time in shallow water because they are slow on land, and from there, they usually hunt their prey by surprise because they have the ability to see and breathe when they are completely submerged. as they have their eyes and nose holes on the top of their head. Females can be cannibals, eating their own significant others, possibly to survive the 7 months of pregnancy after mating, during which they do not eat. In short, the green anaconda does live a wild passion from love to survival instinct. Number 1. Reticulated python. Although the titanoboa was the largest extinct snake of all time, the reticulated python currently occupies a well-earned first place, since this species beat the Guinness record as the longest snake in the world. With exceptional specimens, the python, out in the wild, can reach up to 32 feet in length and a weight of 350 pounds. It lives in the rainforests and has a wide range of habitats in Southeast Asia. It is called reticulated because of its black stripe that limits the dark brown hexagonal spots that widen on the sides of its body. It hunts normally at night, engulfing its entire victim after killing it by constriction. Unlike the anaconda, the reticulated python is agile and quick, and is able to climb trees to hunt prey such as primates. Large specimens can eat deer, wild boar, and other mammals of considerable size, and there are documented attacks on people. The design of its skin is really beautiful. It has a pattern of shapes similar to irregular diamonds in various colors, of which the most common are